From chicken nuggets to Chobani yogurt, some of our favorite foods are so popular and so ubiquitous, sometimes we forget that just a few years ago, they were ideas rolling around in someone's head. Like this.
So this is the crazy kebab roll.
Mohammed Umar is the co-owner of Kebab Platter and Burger in Deer Park, as well as the kebab's inventor, so he's free to call them whatever he wants, although to be completely honest, they're not really that crazy. Unless we're talking crazy popular or crazy delicious.
I tasted it, I'm like, wow, this is awesome.
And then with the onions, the peppers, spices, it tastes really good.
Business was so-so. It was okay, just barely, we were just surviving.
That's his brother and co-owner Mohammed Nadim talking about life before Crazy Kebabs.
It was at the start of pandemic. So we came out with this idea.
Umar started by baking an ordinary skewer of minced chicken in the tandoor, then wrapped it in a thin layer of naan dough and baked it for a few more minutes, then brushed the whole thing with a little butter. His kebab was simple, yet brilliant. The bread kept the chicken juicy, yet somehow stayed soft itself, and the whole thing tasted great.
So I'm a realtor, so I'm always driving around, and it's like one of those convenient things to eat.
It's easy to hold. You can dip in the sauce, cut in half.
I think it's no mess. The sauces aren't flying everywhere. The kebab's not falling out of the bread.
Oh, and the story of how the kebabs turned a failing restaurant into a successful one? That's kind of crazy too.
It was a Friday evening, and they said, hey, can you try this? Do you have 10 minutes?
In 2019, Ahmad Sheikh and Raza Dastgir started the Halal Guide, a Facebook and Instagram group connecting Muslims with halal restaurants on the island.
There's so many different types of cuisines that serve halal. You know, when I was going to school, college, and everybody thought halal was just chicken or rice. And that's not what it is.
2 years ago, the Halal Guide paid its first visit to Kebab Platter.
And one bite. And I looked at him and I said, you know what? You have a hit on your hands.
Sheikh and Dastgir told their Halal Guide followers about it.
That Monday, when they showed up to open the restaurant, there was a line out the door. They hesitated coming in because they weren't sure. People were peeking through the window.
And then the customers started posting their own reviews.
From that day on, within the next few days, it just took off.
Within weeks, Kebab Platter was doing so well, the brothers had to hire more help, and then even more help. At a recent Eid festival in Bayshore, they sold more than 3,000 crazy kebabs in a few hours.
Now everyone is coming in from all over the island. Why? Just for the crazy kebab rolls.
And meanwhile, the Halal Guide has been growing too. Dastgir and Sheikh now have more than 20,000 followers, have just launched an app, and have plans to go national with their guide.
And just so we're clear, you don't have to be halal observant in order to download the Halal Guide app or to enjoy delicious snacks like this. Watch out, chicken nuggets.